Let's bring in Thomas Johnson now, who's the author of the Historical Dictionary of Afghanistan, and he kindly joins me from Monterey in California. Welcome. I mean, we've heard about the clashes taking place across the border. What do you think kicked this off?
Well, let me give you a little background first. I mean, the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan is 1,600 miles long, and most of the conflict is up in the north, where it's mountainous. Down towards the middle of the border in the south around Baluchistan, it's very easy to cross the border. But during the Soviet invasion occupation, there was cross-border fighting. During the Afghan Civil War from 92 to 96, there was cross-border fighting. And of course, during the Afghanistan war that started after 9/11, there was massive cross-border fighting. But there's a couple of things you have to understand. In 2007, a group formed what was then known as the Pakistani Taliban, the TPT. And these guys were basically a terrorist organization. Soon after they were formed, they attacked two major Pakistani military posts, actually bases. And starting in around, and so they were formed in 2007. Starting in around 2015, they were receiving training. The TPT went over into Kunar, which is a border province, and they received training. And almost immediately after that, and this is around 2014-15, you saw artillery fire, not planes, artillery. But recently, the border conflict has escalated tremendously. Now, let me give you a couple of reasons for this. There's still a lot of Pakistani Taliban, TPT, in Kunar and other Afghan border areas. But at the same time, the Afghan foreign minister right now is in India, forming different deals. Now, you think Pakistan's happy with that? So that's helped. But there's been actual artillery fighting, but it's only recently been a fact that they've actually brought in their air. It's estimated that last Sunday or Monday, about 24 Taliban soldiers went into Pakistan, captured three posts of the Pakistanis. And the Pakistanis actually captured about 19 posts of the Afghans. So you've got to understand what the TPT is up to, and also how the Afghan Taliban is actually supporting them and their training. And of course, this new rapprochement between Afghanistan and India isn't helping the situation at all.
If the Taliban continues to provoke Pakistan, is this a conflict that they can survive with the air superiority that Pakistan has? Can't it, and the military strength superiority it has? Can't it just inflict devastating blows upon the Taliban?
No, absolutely not. I mean, there's been reports. I haven't seen a lot of these reports, but there's been reports that in the last few days, Pakistani, which has a tremendous air force, has actually attacked Kabul. And that's a big deal. But if the Pakistanis wanted a full-out war with the Taliban, they could easily defeat them. It might take a while because the Taliban are really good insurgent fighters. And you also have to remember one fact, that there's no, the Taliban used areas outside of Quetta, Baluchistan as a major base area and a place for relaxation. And there's never been an insurgency that I know of that's lost when it's had a base in a foreign country, a neighboring base. So there's all kinds of dynamics going around, but you've got to keep your eyes on the TPT, the Pakistani Taliban. And you also have to see what's going to come out of these very intense meetings that are going on between Afghanistan and India.
Thomas, some fascinating insights. Good to speak to you. Thomas Johnson is